Today, you'll be seeking comfort and security, and you'll be feeling more laid back, practical, and possessive. That's because the moon has moved out of the aggressive, bold, impulsive behavior of Aries and now has moved into the much more chilled, down-to-earth vibe of Taurus. Greetings, Randy Gove here, and welcome to It's It and That's That. In this Moon Signs playlist, we're talking about the changes in people's behavior as the moon moves from one zodiac sign to another. Now, if you're watching this video on a different date than the one shown here, you can use the link in the description below to check the current moon sign, then jump to the appropriate moon sign video. Glad you're still here. Now we can talk about the moon in Taurus. As a friendly reminder, the moon takes about 1 month to orbit the Earth. So it takes about 2.5 days to pass through each of the 12 zodiac signs, such as Aries, Taurus, Gemini, etc. The moon is like a spotlight, so it shines on the sign that is passing through, so people's behavior becomes more like the personality of that sign. What about the moon in Taurus? Let's start with the Taurus glyph. Now, these glyphs are really old symbols that are supposed to represent the zodiac sign, but they kind of crack me up. I mean, what is that? Is it like some guy falling on his head, or maybe a melting 8, or like a unicycle with no pedals? Maybe it's like a snake riding a ball. Anyway, the Taurus mascot is the bull, so it's supposed to represent the head and the horns. This bull is particularly feminine because it's ruled by the planet Venus, which is kind of artistic in nature. Taurus also rules the nose, the throat, the neck, the vocal cords, and the shoulders. Here are some Taurus keywords. You can scan them at your leisure because I'm going to use many of them to explain the Taurus vibe. When the moon is in Taurus, people behave more like these traits here, such as being easygoing, practical, patient. Take a look. The moon in Taurus is the best time of the month for practical, high-quality work. You don't need to work fast, just plod along steadily, prioritize your task, and work with determination. The biggest challenge during the Taurus moon is getting started. People tend to want to feel laid back and chill out. If you go lay down on the sofa when you have a lot of work to do, you may not get up. So the most important thing is just get started on your work. Once you get going, usually you can keep the momentum going. Now, the work environment is usually more peaceful during the Taurus moon, although you might come across some stubborn standoffs when people have opposing views, especially regards to money. However, that usually doesn't turn into shouting matches. They will just agree to disagree on the matter. Taurus is the most sensory moon, so your sense of smell, taste, sight, sound, and touch are all greatly enhanced. It's also a vibe of feeling secure and comfortable. So a lot of times people just want to go home in the evening, slip into a comfortable pair of pajamas and a soft chair, and just hunker down for the evening. But this would miss a chance for the most romantic moon, which is Taurus. So it's really perfect for a sensory evening. Great food, drinks, some music, perfume, some candlelight. All of those things can be the prelude to a romantic, sensual intimacy. Arguments during the Taurus moon tend to be around money, possessions, and possessiveness. So usually you don't want to do anything to make your partner feel really insecure. And arguments can lead to just some stubborn standoffs because nobody wants to really admit that they're wrong. So a lot of times you just need to let things slide a bit during the Taurus moon if you want to keep things peaceful. You can pick them up again when the moon's in Gemini. One thing you can do is hugs, kisses, gifts, flowers. All of those things are greatly appreciated during the Taurus moon. What about kids? Well, kids will be calmer during the Taurus moon than they were during the Aries moon, but they might get a little bit lazy. Maybe touchy-feely crafts that they can make and keep or bring home. Those things could go really well. And make sure you tell your kids you love them and give them a lot of hugs. They'll really appreciate the extra security. Taurus is the best time of the month for financial planning. Anything to do with money, possessions, anything you value really. So it's a great time to create a reasonable budget. It's also the best time of the month to go shopping because you'll have a very good awareness of high quality at a reasonable price. So go for it. If you're investing in stocks, you need to really do your due diligence to analyze the company's financial performance to make sure it's worthy of your investment dollars. You probably won't feel like doing rigorous exercise in the Taurus moon like you did in the Aries moon. People tend to just want to sit back in a recliner chair for as long as they can. So one good activity in the Taurus moon is to go out in nature, take a walk, go for a hike, do some gardening. Being amongst the trees, plants, and flowers will help you feel grounded and really relaxed and peaceful. Some strengthening exercises are also good during this moon. Because it's such a sensory moon, it's really easy to overindulge in good food and good wine. So partake in it, but try not to overdo it, or you may just stuff yourself or end up with a hangover. Unlike the bold fashions of the Aries moon, the Taurus moon, people will either choose some soft, oversized, comfortable clothes like a hoodie, or they will choose some elegant, sensual, high-quality fabric clothes. Also, it's a really good time to emphasize the neck and the shoulders with some lower cut tops and some necklaces. Taurus people are those born between April 20th and May 20th. That's because the sun was in Taurus when they were born. Then when the moon comes by in Taurus, it's kind of like a spotlight shining on their sun. So you may be thinking more about your Taurus friends, family, celebrities during the Taurus moon. Now, Taurus people, they usually have really pretty noses or kind of distinct noses and necks that are a little bit wider or a little bit longer. They have very nice sultry voices and usually kind of broader shoulders. Here are some of my favorite Taurus celebrities. Be interested to know yours, you can mention them in the comment below. Because Taurus have very nice sultry voices, there's a lot of really good singers like Adele, Kelly Clarkson, Barbra Streisand, Janet Jackson, Lizzo, Travis Scott. As far as broad-shouldered guys, you've got The Rock and John Cena. And beautiful actresses, you got Audrey Hepburn and Gal Gadot. NBA players are like Kevin Garnett and Paul George. And as far as football players, David Beckham. He was very handsome, modeling career plus soccer. He endorsed a lot of products, and he was able to marry the posh Spice Girl. And don't forget, YouTuber Mr. Beast. You can generate good luck today by focusing on high quality work, your personal finances, being romantic, and offering love and security to your loved ones. Now's your chance because in a couple days, the moon is going to move to the much more restless and intellectual Gemini. It's it, and that's that for this video. Enjoy your day and see you in the future.